All right, in today's video, we're finally going to give you a mid-pack C-Class review of the 2024 YZ250F. But first, we gotta go get it. Shout out Matt Flood, my friend from the Moto Academy, who actually helped me get this bike and get a really good deal on it. And we're gonna talk about the purchase a little more later. So, I switched teams, officially. I officially switched teams. However, there's a Jonas Brothers concert at MetLife, so we need to get out of here. Thank you, Matt Flood, for driving it 5 hours up to me. That's awesome. She's also doing a Valentine's Day party tomorrow, so ignore this.
I'm assuming you want me to come down so quick because it's in my house. It's like, why would I care about saying bye if he's like coming back?
It's good, right?
Dude, it looks so big in the house. No. You do not need to start this.
Yeah, he does. That's the whole point.
At the current time of recording this, I have about 12 hours on this bike already, which is pretty insane for it only being the end of April. But I have a lot of thoughts. Listen, I'm a C-Class guy. I am not a pro, I'm not an A-Class guy. Some of the things that I'm gonna talk about you may not be able to relate to if you're a little bit faster than me. But sometimes when you watch reviews, I find that I have no idea what they're talking about half the time. So this is a C-Class review for C-Class riders. There's my preface. So starting with what I like, you know, the reason I bought a Yamaha is because it finally went slim. I've been riding Kawasaki's my entire life since I was on 65s, and I was waiting for this update. The 450 did it, and I rode the 2023 450 Yamaha, and it was absolutely incredible. Felt amazing, felt comfortable on it right away because it was finally slimmer like all of the other bikes. So I was waiting for this one, and then it's an absolute pro, this bike. It's finally slim. My second favorite thing is, of course, the power of it. I got to ride this 2024 back-to-back with Kip's 21 YZ250, and the bottom end is noticeably different and noticeably less powerful on this bike than the last one. And it rolls off the bottom like my Kawasaki. You gotta clutch it a little bit to get it up there. However, the mid-range power of this bike is absolutely unbelievable. So it like breathes fire in the mid-range power. It is incredible. Number three that I really like about it is the maintenance. Nobody ever talks about that because most people don't care. I care. I don't like working on bikes for a long time. Having the airbox up front it's just so easy. There's no tools. The air filter itself is very small. It's just really easy. Now I will say the airbox is a little bit scary to me because it feels not secure at all. There's a couple mods that you can get or make, and I will be doing that because the way that the air filter is held on gives me no confidence whatsoever. However, maintenance, change the oil, change the air filters, you know, tightening a chain is the same. But anything you gotta do like every ride is just super easy to get to, and I appreciate that. Number four thing that I like, the app's pretty cool. I haven't played with it enough. I haven't played with engine mapping yet either, which is something that I plan on doing to talk about the things that I don't like. But the app is cool. Cowie didn't have an app on my 250, and it's worth mentioning. Last but not least, as far as things that I think are worth mentioning in this video that I like, is you get on this bike and you just feel at home. I have to say, the biggest upgrade on this bike from my last bike, for sure, is the suspension is incredible. It's just perfect out of the box. I'm not gonna send my suspension out. I'm not gonna revalve it. I really haven't even touched any clickers. For my speed, my weight, it just feels great. I mean, you just get on this bike and you feel right at home right away. And I love that and appreciate that. All right, now for the things that I don't like. Unfortunately, there are more things that I don't like than I would have hoped for on a new bike. All of these things are fixable, but obviously when you spend a butt ton of money on a new dirt bike, you don't want to have to change anything. Number one thing that I don't like, that I haven't really heard anybody talk about, are the foot peg mounts. The foot peg mounts are just bad. don't make any sense if you try to ride with good technique. And that's not to be pretentious or make myself sound good. The most fun part about riding a dirt bike for me is trying to get the technique right, because I'm not a fast guy. I don't race really. I mean, it's fun to do it correctly because you can ride for longer and ride more efficient, all that good stuff. Now, the foot mounts don't allow you to tuck your toes in, which is crazy to me. Very first time I rode the bike, I got into position and my feet went like this. They slid down the foot peg mounts because the foot peg is here and the foot peg mount is here, and then the frame is over here. So you actually can't keep your toes and ankles close to the bike because the foot peg mounts stick out so much. And we checked the old Yamahas, it wasn't a problem. We checked the Cowie, it wasn't a problem. Basically every bike, we have a Yamaha, a Cowie, a Honda, a Husky, and a KTM in the garage, and none of them are like this. It is mind-boggling. I still have to do some research to see if they make different foot peg mounts, because it is that big of an issue for me. Definitely gonna get new foot pegs that are hopefully taller, which might fix the issue enough to be acceptable, but the foot peg mounts, they push your feet away from the bike. That was a bummer. Number 2, and this one made me spend money already. So the bike is narrow, which is great. I love that. However, the most narrow part is where your knees are, right around the seat. The seat's round. The main contact point is at the top of your boot, which is not where you want to make contact. You want to make, you need to make contact everywhere. From your knees down, basically, you want to have good contact with the bike. But the way the bike works is your main contact point is at the top of your boot, and then it gets slimmer, and you can't grip with your knees. So I was literally at a dirt bike track this weekend, and on the way home, I bought a wing seat. This bike needs it. I'm 6 foot something. I'm like right at the 6 foot mark, and I have a major arm pump problem on this bike because I cannot grip it with my knees. I also can't grip it with my feet because of the foot peg problem. So that's a real big bummer. 160 bucks, and I got a wing seat coming. A wing seat, all that is it's foam on the side of the seats that extends out so you can grip the bike better. It should fix the problem and be absolutely perfect. But I had to spend 160 bucks on a seat. Okay, next, Yamahas are known for this, but holy cow, this is the loudest dirt bike I have ever ridden in my life. They talk about it because the air intake is right here, but riding behind this thing, like when my friends ride it and I'm on their bike, it's just a loud dirt bike. It's so loud. I don't know how else to say it. It's just such a loud dirt bike. So that's a thing, you know, it is what it is. Last couple of things that I don't like, cable clutch is fine. I would rather have a hydraulic just because of the longevity. We also just live in a different time, right? But this is absolutely the most expensive dirt bike I've ever bought. I got a wicked good deal on it thanks to Matt Flood, and it was still the most expensive bike I've ever bought. The quotes that I got locally, the lowest I got was $10,200. And for a 250, oi. Maybe I'm just bringing this up because it's just sad, because I don't like spending money, but my gosh, $10,000 for a 250F is still crazy to me. But they're all just, it's just expensive, man. It's just expensive. So, most expensive dirt bike I've ever had to buy. So final thoughts, as a C-Class rider, do I like this dirt bike? Of course I like this dirt bike. It's a great dirt bike, but you know what other dirt bikes I like? I like Kawasaki's, I like Hondas, I like KTM's, Huskies are fine too. Suzuki's honestly aren't that bad if you've ever ridden one. They corner great, they're pretty good, you just have to kick them. Which brings me to the conclusion. In 2024, just go buy a dirt bike. Pick your favorite color. If you're gonna spend the money, get the one that you want, you know? Like if you lean Cowie, if you lean Yamaha, like it's a ton of money. So get the one that you want, but you're not gonna go wrong. New dirt bikes are really, really good nowadays. I've had the absolute blessing to ride a lot of different brands in the last few years, traveling around with the Moto Academy and all that. And man, a new bike off the showroom floor is just really good now. There's minor differences between them. The power layout's a little different between them, but man, they're just good. So do I like the Yamaha? Yes, but I also like the other ones. And that's kind of the point. That's the point of this video, is this year in 2024, it's about, you know, picking your budget, picking your favorite color, and then go out and ride the thing. Well, if you like this video and your favorite chain lube happens to be WD-40, then don't forget, check out some mid-pack C-Class. We got merch on the website. Also, this is a brand new design, current location, the good old days, because we believe that we're living in the good old days. And you are too, probably. You just don't know it yet. Anyway, midpackcclass.com.